Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, September 7th, 2022, is from the book of Acts, chapter 6, verses 8 through 15. And Stephen, full of grace and power, was doing great wonders and signs among the people. Then some of those who belonged to the synagogue of the freedmen, as it was called, and of the Cyrenes, and of the Alexandrians, and of those from Cilicia and Asia, rose up and disputed with Stephen. But they could not withstand the wisdom of the Spirit with which he was speaking. Then they secretly instigated men who said, "We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and God." And they stirred up the people and the elders and the scribes, and they came upon him and seized him and brought him before the council. And they set up false witnesses who said, "This man never ceases to speak words against this holy place and the law. For we have heard him say that this Jesus of Nazareth will destroy this place and will change the customs that Moses delivered to us." And gazing at him, all who sat in the council saw that his face was like the face of an angel. Our devotion today focuses on a man who has been chosen and appointed, and anointed, to serve tables for the meal when the church is gathered, the Lord's Supper. His name is Stephen. He was a man filled with the Holy Spirit and with wisdom. There were times when Stephen was engaged in a discussion with those in the synagogue of the freedmen, along with others from Cyrene and Alexandria and Asia and Cilicia. And they would be debating, and here's one instance that they're talking about now. He's debating with them, and he defeats them in the debates about Jesus and the customs of the laws and Moses. And this frustrated these people, who then went about riling up the people of the city and the elders and the scribes of the synagogue, riling them all up, so that Stephen is arrested and questioned before the whole council. We're told that the leadership had false witnesses prepared to testify against Stephen and accusing him of saying blasphemous things like that this Jesus of Nazareth will destroy this place and will change the customs that Moses delivered to us, which is exactly what Jesus has done, changing the Passover meal, the Seder meal, to the Lord's Supper. But anyway, the eventual outcome will be that Stephen becomes the first Christian martyr, being stoned to death by this crowd of angry Jews. But what fascinates me about this part of the text is verse 15. And gazing at him, that is at Stephen, all who sat in the council saw that his face was like the face of an angel. Are they speaking of some kind of transfiguration that took place with Stephen's face? You know, what specifically made his face angelic-like? They don't say. I wish they would have. But unfortunately, no information is given. I am, however, filled with hope that in our darkest times, the Spirit of God is with us in some tangible way, seen by either ourselves or seen by others. It comforts me to realize that in this horrible sham of a trial Stephen undergoes, God or his messenger is still with him in some very real way. I am comforted because I know I can trust that if I ever face some horrible miscarriage of justice like Stephen has, God or his messenger will be right there with me as well. And the same for you. Isn't that great news? Go in peace. Serve the Lord.